Aloha, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Turtle Flow. Tonight is a Halloween full moon, blue moon in Taurus celebration. And we will be doing Yin Yoga and Reiki healing. So please let me know where you're tuning in from in the live chat. And if you have a special request for the Reiki, distance Reiki healing I'll be offering. So we'll start with some Yin Yoga stretches, and then for the half. And then I'll be offering some Reiki, distance Reiki healing. So if you have any special request for that, feel free to type in the chat. And then if you're viewing this from the Eventbrite live event page, you might want to also click on view on YouTube, so you have access to the live chat box on YouTube. So I hope you're doing well. I don't know about you, but the energy has been very intense. There's a lot of weird energy going on. So I even had to pretty much rest all day a couple of days ago, and just do a lot of energy clearing to stay in that high vibe. And then tonight's full moon is also blue moon, which means second full moon of the month in October. And actually the full moon is tomorrow, but I'm doing this celebration tonight, so that you can celebrate Halloween tomorrow. So the last time the full moon fell on a Halloween, it's a very rare occasion, and that was in 1944. And there won't be another full moon actually on Halloween until about 2030 something. The actual full moon is going to be tomorrow, October 31st at 7:49 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're joining, please say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you have any special requests for the distance Reiki healing, write your name, the city you're in, and optional to put any special requests of any special healing that you need, whether it's physical, emotional, mental. But know that Reiki works at whatever you need at the moment that you're open to receive. So you don't have to specify, but also if you want that group energy to support you, and if you specify, you can just amplify the healing. But if you want to keep it private, feel free. And for the Yin Yoga, I'm going to turn off all these excess text so you can see what I'm doing on Yin Yoga. But I'm going to be going through the aspects of the full moon during the Yin Yoga. Hi, Ada Mendez, to relieve anxiety, fear, and worries. Okay, I got it. So if you write in the live chat, because once we go in, you want to really relax into it and go into that stillness and go inward. So you don't have to interact with the live chat too much during the session, but I'll also leave some time at the end if you have extra support you need, or if you want to ask any questions. But during the Yin session, if you feel like something is confusing, you're also welcome to type in the chat. And for the Yin Yoga, you can get a book, blocks, couple blankets, and bed pillows or bolsters. So you can use yoga props. So if you don't have it, you can use like bath towel, throw pillows. You can definitely use bed pillows. We're going to be focusing more on hip opening and the lower chakras from root to the solar plexus tonight to really ground and tune into the Taurus energy and the opposing Scorpio energy. So we're going to start the Yin Yoga. So I'm going to turn off these texts so you can see what I'm doing. And also this graphic. All right. So we're going to start in a pose called a hero pose, which is called antler in Yin Yoga. So Yin Yoga, I'm going to actually hold the poses longer to give you extra time. And basically, if you need some support for your knees, you can have a blanket to support you. And simply sit up on your heels. If this doesn't feel right for you, your knees are hurting, you can put one block. You can sit on a book or a cushion, or you can even sit up on 2 blocks. So take a moment to really get comfortable grounding into the sit bones. And if you don't need any support, you can sit on the heels, or some of you might be able to open your feet out and sit between. The knees can be wide or close, but you want to be able to sit tall and be comfortable for the next 3 minutes. We're going to hold this for 3 minutes. So if you're new to Yin Yoga, just like any other yoga practice, you want to make sure that nothing hurts while you're holding the pose. And you want to make sure that nothing hurts and you're comfortable, but you feel some opening. This is really good for lubricating your knee joint. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Make sure you're grounded, even with your sit bones. Just a couple of shoulder rolls. Set your palms on top of your thighs, or you can have your palms to face up if you're more in the mood for receiving. And then notice if you're leaning forward, leaning back. Find that center line. Keep your face soft. And then once you found your pose, see if you can close your eyes. Feel free to take a couple deep breaths in and out through your nose. Full inhale, invite your breath to your belly, up to your collarbones. You can fully empty your breath out, or you can sigh it out through your mouth. Just let yourself ground into the earth through your sit bones. Feel the support beneath you. And then start to let your breath settle to natural breathing. Allow yourself to just be, finding your stillness. And at any time if something hurts, feel free to add more props. Or if you feel the opening from the holding the pose, you can also release your props and go deeper. If you're good where you are, just stay where you are. So this is antler pose, hero pose. And keep observing your breath. Soften your face. Point between your eyebrows, your cheeks, the jaw. Allow your tongue to rest at the base of your mouth. And if there's any intention you would like to set for your practice, take a moment and set an intention for your practice. Yin Yoga is about honoring your body exactly where you are, and through stillness and being, we're opening at that deeper layer of your body. And I find it to be the best style of yoga to really rejuvenate on an energetic level. It settles your nervous system. It's very grounding. While opening your body at your own pace. Nothing is forced. Simply accept exactly where you are. The most important quality of the Yin practice is allowing yourself to just be. If your thoughts wander, simply observe, let go, and then come back to your natural breath. And then gently to come out of this pose, you want to move very slow since we hold the pose for a while. Slightly lean forward, and you can tap the tops of your feet. And you can either extend your leg one at a time, hold for a few breaths to straighten out the legs, or you can do some rocking bear, rocking forward and back, side to side. You can make circles. You can do some cat-cow, arching on your inhale, rounding on your exhale. So I always give you this time for rebound time to kind of loosen up your body between the poses. And then now we're going to set up for caterpillar. Caterpillar is a great pose for opening the back of your legs, and it's a nice counter pose to our previous pose. So if it's challenging to sit tall, feel free to sit up on a block or a blanket or a bolster or pillows. You can just let your legs be straight in front of you and rock side to side. Find your even grounding through your sit bones. Then just allow your legs to flop however they naturally open. Then inhale to reach up. Allow your spine to round unless you have something going on with your disc. Let the head drop. And then stop at the initial point of resistance where you feel something behind your legs. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can put like rolled blanket, cushion, or blocks under your knees. Another option is to put something under your forefoot. And then just relax the leg muscles. So when we tighten up the muscles, it doesn't allow you to tap into those fascia, the connective tissues, the ligaments. We're going to hold this for 4 minutes. So the key is to stop at that initial point of resistance. And as your body opens from the hold, just allow yourself to go deeper naturally. And because of the approach that we're taking, you might not go as far as if you made the 100% effort to go to your maximum capacity. So while you're holding caterpillar, and then if your spine doesn't feel a bit too round, you can always keep it straight and lean forward. You can also keep your neck long, or you can drop your head. So again, as long as you're feeling the stretch through the back of your legs, that's as far as you need to go. And this is caterpillar. It's a very grounding pose. So while we're holding that pose, I'll be reading some aspects of the full moon. So this is full moon in Taurus, and the sun is in Scorpio. So there's these opposing energy to simplify the complex, beautify the messy, and use pleasure to transform. It's a great time to focus on your finances. And then today, the day before the full moon, but there's an 8 energy, which is abundance. You can connect to the energy of abundance. And this full moon is an illuminating time to work on your shadow aspects, to release what's not serving you, and then harvest the fruits of labor. Full moons are a time to reap the awards, reflect on the intentions that you set in April, Taurus new moon. So just think back, or you can just look back at some point to see if you have set any intention in April, or if there was something that went on. You can look back and see what was going on in April. Also, Mars is in Aries retrograde until November 13th. And Mercury is in Scorpio retrograding until November 3rd. So you want to be patient, review. This is time to strategize, course correct, let go of what's not working or serving you. Honor any angers that come up. Be very mindful of any miscommunications. And just taking the extra time to cross your T's and dot the I's. And it's Halloween energy, great energy to clear any ancestral clearing, healing. So you can even write a letter to your ancestors. So you're going to gently come up on your inhale. So I'm giving you extra time to hold the pose longer. You can really get deep into this sense of grounding and open up your body more effectively. You can lean back, gently roll up. You can just lift your heart, or you can even press up to either reverse tabletop, inhale to lift, exhale to release, or you can do reverse plank. Inhale to lift, exhale to release. Another option is to bring your feet wider than hips, and then just swing your knees side to side like windshield wipers. Then we're gonna just go straight into another 4 folds. So these 4 folds are energetically grounding. And we're working on liver, kidney, and urinary bladder, meridian points, which are the energy channels based in traditional Chinese medicine. So it opens you up energetically. These are the acupuncture, acupressure points. The next pose we're going to go into is butterfly. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. And the feet can be close to you, far from you. Let the knees release down. You need support for your knees. You can put something under your knees. And then as we go through the practice, once I'm done explaining the aspects of the moon, we're just going to be more in silence and quiet to really help you de-stress and to help you listen. So fold again, round, let the head hang. And then once you're in, you might want to readjust your feet. And this is your queen pose of yin. Again, relax your shoulders, your arms, palms can face up or down. Another option is to grab your feet as long as you're not using it to pull. And as you're holding, you can bring your feet close to you or far from you. You want to release your lower back more, then purposely bring your feet really far. So it's not always about having your feet close, but where you want to feel the pose. Once you found the pose, then just let the head hang and try to be as still as you can. So we're working on fascia, the connective tissue. The more you can just be still and be, the more you will receive from this practice. So it feels like you're not doing anything, but internally and energetically, it's so beneficial for your nervous system to reverse all this stress that we get mentally, physically, reversing tightness from sitting all day, especially in the hips, and lubricates your joints in your vertebrae. Again, if you have anything going on with your spine, you can just keep your spine long and slightly lean forward. So again, this is your body, your pose. You're not trying to meet any ideal of what the pose is supposed to look like, but honoring where you are, as long as you're feeling the stretch in your groin, the external hip opening, and the back. So as you're holding, you can readjust mindfully and find stillness again, or just be as still as you can. So the next aspect of this moon that I'll be sharing. So the first part I shared was from stylecaster.com. And this is a great time to break away, break free from relationships not serving you. Again, ancestral clearing. And then when you work on your own healing, you're working on clearing this ancestral healing that's been repeated from generation to generation. So you don't pass it down to the next generation. It ends with you. And time is an illusion, so it also heals your ancestors on a spiritual level. This is also closely tied to Uranus. Freedom, revolution, surprises you will not expect, the unexpected, and a lot of sudden changes can happen because of that. And this is also time for personal revolution, so you can also review any thoughts and beliefs that you might have adapted that might not be serving you and change that. So gently start to roll up. Again, this was butterfly. Draw your knees together. Lean back. Bring your feet wider than your hips. Then do any counter pose that calls to you. And if you don't feel like moving around, you can also just lie down flat, be still, and take a mini shavasana and feel the rebound, which is very powerful to do between the poses. That rebound effect, noting subtle energetic shifts. So that's another option. So honor what calls to you. The next thing we're going to do is set up for Sphinx pose. Again, you can kind of do some riding there to prepare for it if you want. And then you're going to come on down to your belly. And your arms can be far from you, or as long as your back feels okay, you can bring your arms closer, elbows under the shoulders. Feet can be wide or close, whatever feels natural. You can have your forearms parallel, or you can interlace your hands. The shoulders can be soft, or you can activate your shoulder girdle. Expand through your collarbone, shoulders down, or you can just soften. If you need support, you can have a rolled towel or blanket under your chest, or you can just be here without any support. So this is Sphinx pose, which is really great for lumbar, your heart, reversing all the rounding you do all day, and countering those 2 4 folds that we just did. And feel the earth beneath you at any point. Again, you can also release your head and find stillness. You can close your eyes, tune into your natural breathing. Maintain your awareness at your lower back. And at any point, if something hurts, you can always readjust. And if you feel like you want a bigger back bend, you can even come up to seal. Straightening the arms, lift your heart. So I'm going to be reading you one more aspect for the full moon tomorrow in Taurus. So this is the final chapters of a year that we are presented with the full moon. And we're crossing a sacred cross quarter day called Lunar Samhain, which falls on this full moon. And this is a new seasonal cycle, journey into the darkness. So again, it's a great time to do shadow work, illuminating what's been hidden, And the second full moon of the month, blue moon, calling this full-on liberation energy with the Uranus, like I was just talking about. And Uranus is conjunct to this full moon. And it could also bring drama and intensity. So watch for that. And try to stay very neutral, centered, and grounded, which is why we're doing this yin practice. And stay away from drama. Try not to engage. And just know that you're not going to change anyone's opinion. It's best to just focus more on connecting to people that are like-minded. And the deepest work usually occurs in the darkness. In the darkness, the womb energy, which is we're connecting through these lower three chakras, the sacral specifically, the second chakra, is that creative energy connecting to your passion. And Taurus is all about connecting to that beautiful beauty, the material, luxury, abundance, financial security, but in a practical way, while enjoying the luxuries of the physical world. And bend that back leg, one leg, and then just pull the heel towards your buttock. This is half frog. And then release that and switch. Pull. Heel towards your buttock, elbow towards the top, and breathe. And then gently release. You're going to come on up to all fours. And feel free to either take a child's pose. You need to release your back. Or you can do some marauding bear, focusing more on the cat pose. So you really want to scoop your belly and round like a Halloween cat, loosening out your spine. And also rock side to side. That helps to release your back. Make circles. And then grab your 2 pillows, bolster, and depending on your flexibility, some of you might even need a couple books to incline. So depending on how tight you feel in the front thigh, feel free to give yourself as much support so you feel comfortable. Another thing you can do is have a blanket underneath so that your ankles feel supported. So you're going to, just like that hero pose, we're going to do a half saddle. So you're going to bend one leg, point your toe, or flex your foot. The knee can be straight in line with your hip, or just let it fall however it naturally falls. So we all have different bone structure. So you want to honor that. Sit right against the bolster. Some of you might just lean back and just stay here with your hands supporting your back. In this one, we're just going to be holding 2 minutes on each side. If you can go down to your elbows, you can go down to the elbow. If your knee lifts up, let it lift. Or you can just go all the way back. Once you're in, again, this is a great stretch for that front thigh, your back leg. Your arms can be open out to the side, or you can even grab the opposite elbow and release to add a heart and meridian point opening. Again, you want to set it up so that it's relaxing while you feel opening through that front thigh. And this is also really good for lumbar spine, strengthening your lower back. And once you're in, simply let go. Relax all the muscles. Observe that natural breathing. Let yourself just be. 30 more seconds here. And then to switch sides, you can lean towards that straight leg. Straighten. Press up. Shake your legs. Fold over. Or you can do some windshield wipers. And then switch sides. Take your time to find what feels right for you on this side. So each side is going to be different. So your knee can be in line, or it can go out, toes can point or flex. Start to lean back very gently. And this is half saddle. Some of you, if you're really open, you might not even need any support. Again, you might have to just stay here. And then once you feel the opening, maybe you can come down to your elbows. Once you feel more opening, maybe you can go all the way back. If your knee lifts up, let it lift. So there's no efforting. Open your heart. Relax your arms. Then just allow yourself to just be. We're holding this for 2 minutes. So this Taurus Full Moon is linking to solar plexus, to the root chakra. And we're alchemizing lower vibration energy, stagnant energy, to connect with that creative source womb energy, and to raise our vibration, to alchemize. And then gently, mindfully, either press straight up, or you can lean to that straight side, press up, and lightly and gently shake your legs out. You fold over your legs. Or you can do some windshield wipers. Connecting to your body and do what calls to you. Then we're going to set this aside. You might need this for your final resting pose. Then we're going to come on to your back. If you need support for your neck and head, you can use a blanket. And then you can either do a shoelace, reclined shoelace, right ankle on top of your left thigh, interlace your hands behind or in front of the shin. And this is going to open your right hip. I'm going to hold that for 2 minutes. Another option is to cross the knees and grab the opposite ankles and pull towards you. So this is a shoelace, reclined shoelace. So just see what calls to you. One is gonna feel more natural, give you more opening in this right hip than the other. And once you found the pose, again, you can close your eyes. Simply observe the natural breath, connecting to just being. There's nothing to do, nothing to prove. Just allowing your body to open naturally, relaxing into it. One more minute. Watch any thoughts to just go through. Honor any emotions that arise. Feel free to sigh out your exhale through your mouth. And just let go. And then gently release. Hug your knees. You can gently rock side to side. Or you can do some windshield wipers. Or take a mini shavasana. Again, that rebound, observing the rebound effect is as powerful as moving around between the poses. Noting that subtle energetic shifts. So now you're going to either do the reclined shoelace, the left ankle on top of your right thigh, or you can cross at the knees and then just grab the outside of your ankles, opposite ankles, and then pull the legs towards you. And then just let go. Try to be as still as you can and be. So the last aspect I'm going to read to you. This is from the redradiance.com. So this full moon will be moving into the conditions and shedding the layers we have around wealth, materials, and self-worth in regards to both. It's moving up into upgrading the solar plexus, yet another level, and connecting it to the power of the root chakra, which we did by a lot of grounding. This is about reassessing the patterns and conditions we have around money, obtaining our material desires, and what we have been told is feasible, accessible, and realistic. As you move into this place, this is all about finalizing the creator power within you. You are the designer of your reality. The agreement that you have made within your life are mostly unconscious. So as we upgrade and alchemize, we're making it more conscious, letting go of any past agreements that's not serving you, and owning your worth. Aligning with this new space. And connecting to your intention, that sense of abundance. And then slowly release. And just take a moment to make any counter pose that calls to you. And then you can hug your knees, gently rock side to side. And just take a couple breaths with simple twists on each side. And then inhale to center, exhale, twist to the other side. Go free to sigh after exhale to let go and release. Whatever is no longer serving you, anything you need to let go. And then come back to your center. Find your final resting pose to receive the Reiki. So I will be moving on to the Reiki portion. So take a moment to get really comfortable. And if you have some special requests, you're welcome to type in your name and city or any special requests for Reiki. If you haven't at the beginning of your practice, you can put the bolster or blanket under your knees for lower back support. You can have a blanket on top of you, the grounding blanket or pillow under your neck and head for shoulder and neck support. And let yourself come to the most comfortable Shavasana. And I've already turned on the distance Reiki at the beginning of the practice. So you were receiving just general distance Reiki as you were in the Yin Yoga. But now I'm going to be sending extra distance Reiki to really empower the distance healing and to amplify and give you specific healings with anyone that put the request in. So with the Reiki energy, Reiki works through time and space, past, present, future, distance. And we're calling in that universe, source creative source energy, the most powerful healing energy, channeling it from above into the crown, through the heart center, out through my palm chakras, into the screen, into you. So take a moment to relax, open to receive, and observe your natural breathing. And just know that the Reiki healing honors your free will, and it'll only be received to what you're ready to receive. Nothing more, nothing less. And it works both body, mind, emotion, and spirit. It can amplify any intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Just feel this life force energy moving through. So as I'm sending you distance Reiki, you might feel it in your palms, or you might feel it physically, any tingling, cold, or hotness, at any part of your body. And we're setting intention and calling in any guides. And I'm also calling the assistance of Archangel Raphael, which comes through emerald green light energy. And any spiritual guides, ancestors, ascended masters that you are called to call in, that is of the highest vibration for the highest good of you and highest good of all. Keep focusing on your natural breath. Relax any area that is extra softening. And then before I go into the more individual, specific distance Reiki requests, we're just going to amplify healing at your root chakra. So visualize red wheel spinning clockwise. Just feeling that pulsation of bright red pulsing out from that wheel as it's spinning counterclockwise, amplifying, clearing any blockages in your root chakra with the sound of Ram. And amplifying, pulsating that red light outwards. Strengthening sense of security, grounding, safety. Then moving on to your sacral chakra right below the belly button, visualizing orange wheel turning clockwise, clearing, strengthening, amplifying with the sound VAM. You can keep visualizing it spinning clockwise, clearing, strengthening, amplifying the energy, the creative energy, passion, sensuality. And then moving on to your solar plexus right below the ribs. Right at that point between your belly button and below the ribs. Visualizing yellow wheel spinning clockwise and amplifying, clearing any blockages, limitation, strengthening and amplifying the energy of the third chakra, solar plexus, with the sound WAM, amplifying and strengthening the energy as you're visualizing that bright yellow light pulsating as the wheel is spinning clockwise, amplifying the energy of confidence, willpower, inspired action, motivation to actualize your intention. And if you feel any built up energy rising, building up anywhere else, feel free to soften, feel free to sigh after you exhale through your mouth. And if there's any area that needs extra support that you're guided to, put your hands on. You can put your hands there. Or just visualize my hand over that area. Feeling this distance, Reiki energy flowing through. Opening up to receive any healing you need. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And sometimes the energy is very subtle. You might not feel anything, but just trust and receive. And then I'll be sending extra distance Reiki healing to Ada Mendez to relieve anxiety, fear, and worries. Ada Mendez to relieve anxiety, fear, and worries. Ada Mendez to relieve anxiety, fear, and worry. Then take a moment to see where you feel that in your body. And visualize that any tension, heaviness you feel in that area dissipating. And as you let go, whatever emotions that arise, let yourself just feel. Reminding yourself this is a safe space, supportive space. Clearing any emotions that are associated with these feelings of anxiety, fear, worries. Let it cleanse, release. And then see in that space where you just cleared what you want to invite in, whether it's joy, peace, love, gratitude. Filling it up with your intention, abundance, security. Keep aligning to that higher vibration of joy, gratitude, love. Through your heart center, visualizing healing green emerald light of Archangel Raphael emanating at your heart center with the sound yum, the wheel turning clockwise with bright, sparkling emerald green light. And let that just bathe every part of your body, caressing, cuddling you with unconditional love. Fully receive. Know that it was, it is, it will be. Full trust. And then slowly let go. And deepen and lengthen your breaths in and out through your nose. And I'm just going to seal in the Reiki healing. And then just a final thought, connecting to this moon energy, that looking within, which is what we did in this practice, can reveal real values and wealth that outshines materialism. And in this space, there's nothing but pure joy, love, and abundance. That is always present for you. That is the pure essence of you at the core. And once you connect to this space, no matter what happens, what goes on outside, nothing can disrupt you from connecting to that sense of peace, love, gratitude, and joy. You're strong as a bamboo tree, fully rooted into the earth, strong and tall, but flexible and bendy and adaptable to all the outside external disturbances. So take a moment to slowly and mindfully wiggle your fingers, your toes, bringing any movements that helps you to mindfully transition out of your rest, out of your practice. Then I'm gonna ring my Tibetan singing bowl 3 times. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And receive this healing vibration of the singing bowl. And then gently and mindfully feel free to hug your knees or give yourself a big stretch with your arms over your head. Or you're welcome to just go straight into turning in for the night if you're ready to just turn in for the night. When you're ready, bend your knees if you're coming back out to a seated position. Roll to your right side. Take a moment in fetal position. And gently and mindfully press yourself up to a comfortable seated position of your choice. Keeping your gaze inwards, please bring your palms together at your heart center, lifting your heart as you bow down. Sealing in your intention, your practice, giving gratitude to yourself for showing up for yourself. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and everyone that participated here live or who will be watching the replay. And if you need this practice again tomorrow, you can always watch the replay. It'll be in the yoga class playlist because it takes some time to process and for it to show up in the uploads. So if you don't see it there, you can look it up in the yoga class or Reiki playlist. And I wish you a wonderful Halloween, safe Halloween, and happy full moon in Taurus tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat. I hope that helped you. And then have a wonderful night. And then couple suggestions for the full moon. Also, after the Reiki healing, you want to drink lots of water. It's also great to take some Epsom salt baths. to release any, just do more clearing. Honor whatever emotions that arise. It's great to journal anything that insights that might have come up. You also want to pay attention to your dreams, synchronicities as the days go on. So the effect of a Reiki healing can show up like within the next week or two, or throughout the week or two. Thank you, BU. Thanks for joining. And for the full moon, it's a great time to also take some Epsom bath or Himalayan bath. Taurus energy, you can add like rose water. Orange is also really great for just connecting to that Halloween energy, this energy of the winter we're going into. And it also lifts up any heaviness, either grapefruit essential oil or orange. You can charge your crystals under the moonlight. You can also charge your water under the moonlight. And just honor your emotions as full moons amplify your emotions. And let yourself feel, let it just release. Write down whatever you want to release, and you can safely burn. So those are a few things you can do during the full moon. And again, this is especially during the Halloween. It's a very the veils are very thin, so you can connect to your ancestors, pets that have passed on. You can write letters to them or just meditate and ask to be connected, and they'll show you signs. You can ask for specific sign, or you can also ask for their help. The more specific you are, the more you will receive, and being open to receive. I'm going to turn on these icons again. So thank you so much for joining. If you want to connect with me and be my VIP email list, you can go to turtlefullyoga.com. And when you join, you will receive recorded, downloadable Yoga Nidra guided meditation that's focused on converting fear to love. And be sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already. If you're on Instagram, you can connect with me on Instagram at Turtle Flow Yoga. So, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your weekend, and see you next time. Thank you. Namaste.